Welcome back. Today's practice is all about slowing things down, taking time to experience each shape, each moment, and to really be present in what we're moving through. I'm going to teach about 60-minute all levels Vinyasa practice like I have been offering, and then I'm also going to record a separate about 30-minute deep stretch that you can either follow this up with or you can take it at a different time if you want to, but just to give you a little more variety and to experience some slower, deeper shapes with me. For the first Vinyasa practice though, as always, take things at your own pace. So if you want to stay even longer than the holds that I'll offer, or if you want to explore a different variation, feel free to do so. You can rest whenever you need to, take breaks, grab water if you want. But we'll start in Shavasana on the back body whenever you're ready. So go ahead and lie back, get comfortable, and start to connect to just the pace of your own individual breath. So as you settle in, allowing that complete release, the weight of your body into the earth. As you feel your body weight drop into your mat, start to release any weight and the heaviness to your heart and mind that you don't need for these 60 minutes. Anything that you can set aside, allow yourself to set aside. Give yourself permission to just be present to the moment and to let everything else go. Begin to deepen your inhales a little bit more, finding a wider breath. And then from that wider breath in, begin to lengthen your exhales out a little bit more. That complete exhale out. As every inhale gets wider, every exhale gets longer. Just feel your energy begin to settle. Feel the pace of your thoughts maybe slow down. There's more space between each one. Feel yourself drop into this moment right here, right now, and take a deep breath in through your nose. When you're ready, an open mouth exhale, release. And from there, begin to breathe in and out of your nose, your Ujjayi pranayama. And without a rush, just when you're ready to go full body stretch, reach up and overhead on your inhale. Take your time for your knees into your chest as you slowly exhale that breath away. And rock a little bit from side to side. The next time your legs tip towards the left, let them fall all the way towards a gentle twist. Right? So knees stack to your left, let your right shoulder get heavy, and maybe take your gaze to the right. Breathe into your right side. For at least 2 more rounds here. From there, slowly bring your knees back to center. Draw your thighs in close so you get more space from crown and tail. Take another breath in. And on your exhale, mindfully dip your legs to the right, gentle twist second side. Just a nice and simple switch. You breathe into your left ribs, nice and full. That slow release as your breath empties out. And take 2 more rounds. And just allow yourself to drop into that more mindful, intentional cadence of breath, where you really use the full capacity of your lungs on your breath in. You find even more length on your exhale out. And bring your knees through center. And keeping your knees bent, place your feet to the earth. And set up for your bridge pose. So anchor down through your feet. Maybe you find a 90-degree bend with your arms, so you have more leverage to push the earth away with. Then you're ready to take a big breath in. And on your exhale, slowly send your hips up to the sky. And begin to refine your pose, so give yourself time to adjust until you find that sweet spot where there's balance between effort and ease, strength and softness, where you're both integrated and connected to the center line of your body, but expansive in your energy, and then smooth and steady with your breath. So feel your ujjayi inhale and your ujjayi exhale, weave everything together. The core is strong as your navel pulls to your spine. Press into your feet, feel your tailbone reach forward, your heels drag towards the back of your heart as your knees press gently away. Maybe your collarbone spread wider as you tuck your shoulder blades closer together, the back of your heart. Then take 1 more breath in. And exhale, slowly lower down. When your hips arrive to the earth, just pause for a moment. Maybe palms face down on the ground. Sense of grounding as you breathe in through your nose. Just take an open mouth exhale, let go. And from here, bring your knees into a 90-degree bend. So you're like an upside down tabletop. Knees are stacked above your hip points, shins parallel to the earth. Take your right hand onto your right thigh and your left hand onto your left thigh. And then draw your belly down so your low back is completely connected to the earth and pressing you down into your mat. Take a big breath in. And exhale, navel to spine. Start to push your hands into your thighs and resist that push. Keep your knees stacked right above your hip points. Maybe slight tuck of your chin to lengthen through the nape of your neck. Feel your core begin to light up as you add resistance against yourself. So you choose how much pressure you press into your thighs, how much resistance you find within that. Low back is still anchored to the earth, belly to spine. And take another breath in. And breath out. And now keep your low back completely anchored to the earth. With an inhale, start to lengthen your legs forward, reach your hands up and overhead. And on your exhale, bend your knees into your chest, lift your head and shoulders, and reach towards your toes. And inhale, lengthen out, push your heels forward, low back is anchored to the earth, hands reach overhead. Exhale, knees and lift through your head and shoulders. And when we're like this, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, knees to chest, lift through your head and shoulders. Good breath in to extend. This time on your exhale, lift your legs up to the sky, lift your shoulder blades, reach towards your toes. And 2 more, inhale, low back stays anchored, so only go so low through your legs. This is where your low back can stay connected to the earth. Exhale, lift your legs, reach your hands to the sky, front ribs staying in. One more here, inhale, legs lower, hands reach back. Exhale, legs lift, reach to the sky. Then take your hands behind your head. Start to lower your right leg, twist your right elbow towards your left thigh, nice and slow. And then we're gonna switch. So switch your legs, switch your upper body, left elbow to your right thigh, really slow. Shoulder blades stay high, switch slowly to your center. And we switch, so challenging your core to take on the effort rather than any momentum. 1 more time each side. The last one here, heart stays lifted. Feel the lift from your sternum rather than your neck. Then bring both legs up to the sky. Good. Lower your legs to a hover breath in. Exhale, knees in, right elbow to cross. Nice and slow. Inhale, lengthen your legs forward, heart to center. Second side, left elbow to cross as your knees pull in. Good. Inhale through center. 2 more times each side, nice and slow. Breathe in. Left elbow crosses. Last time each side, listen for your breath. Right elbow to cross. A final one here. Left elbow crosses towards the outside of your right thigh. Breath into your center. Exhale, knees to chest, release and relax. And find your way into your tabletop pose. Start to rock and roll forward and backward, tip to your left or right. Bring your shoulders above your wrists and then your hips right above your knees. And with fingers really wide on your next breath in, lift your heart and your tail to cow. Good. On your exhale, begin to curl your spine to cat. Then find your neutral spine with your next breath in. Keep your hips stacked right above your knees and then walk your hands forward either to your fingertips or to your palms. Melt your heart to your mat, Anahatasana, your heart melting pose. Breathe space into your spine, right into the back of your heart between your shoulder blades. And take one more breath here. Release your palms to the earth. Let your forearms come to your mat and start to slither forward into your Sphinx pose. You're going to bring your hips to the earth. Press the tops of your feet, your toes into your mat. Push into your elbows and lift your heart. And hug your elbows gently towards your hip points. Breathe into your spine. And exhale, push down through your forearms, pull your belly in, tuck your toes, and lift your knees, forearm plank. Press down into the earth, reach your tailbone to your heels for your quads light up, so front and back body are strong. Press through your forearms. Breathe nice and steady. And feel navel to spine connection. We're here for 3 more rounds of breath. Good, last breath in. Exhale, lower down, Sphinx pose. Untuck your toes. Either stay with Sphinx, or if it feels okay, maybe lift your elbows off the earth a little bit, push down with your palms, pull your heart forward and through. Just make sure this feels especially healthy through your lumbar spine, so no compression through your low back. Okay, nice and spacious through your front line. Good. Whether you're in seal or Sphinx, let your elbows go wide, lower down all the way. Breathe into your belly and your belly down, Shavasana. Maybe an open mouth exhale, release that breath from your lungs. Hands by your low ribs. Keep your elbows hugged in super close to your side body so you use more tricep. Engage through your core, your front line, and push super slow to your child's pose. So lengthen your spine as you go. Feel the intention in your transition. And take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. Then bend your elbows. We're going to slither forward to our cow shape. So as you bend your elbows, begin to lift your heart and your tail. Cow pose, big breath in. On your exhale, round your spine through your cat pose. Into child's pose, hips to your heels. And then from here, reach your hands further forward with an inhale, find more length through your spine. When you're ready, downward facing dog. Shift forward, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back. When we walk it out, pedal your feet. Check on the energy of your arms, so push the earth away to send your hip creases further up and back to the sky. Maybe a little softness in your knees. Pick up your finger pads to the earth, see if your forearms activate. Then from here, take an inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Then on your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip, hug your heel towards your seat. Continue to press length to your left side body, so feel your left hip crease draw up and back, belly to spine. With your next breath in, lengthen your right leg out. Exhale, take a big slow step forward, right foot to the top of your mat. And dip your left knee to a hover, cow lunge, inhale your heart forward and through. Press back through your left heel. On your exhale, you're going to lengthen and shift into a gentle standing split. Right leg is long, left leg to the sky. You can have some softness to your right knee if you want. Heavy through your head. And on your inhale, lift up halfway. So left leg stays lifted, lift through your chest, breath in. And exhale, chair pose, step slowly to your seat. Let your booty go back and down, lift through your heart and hands with your breath in. And settle into your seat as you breathe out. And feel your low belly pull in to pull your hips further back in space. Weight is in your heels, hands reach up and away, upper back may be active as well. Now take one more inhale here. Exhale, forward fold, release. Big breath in, take a halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale to your high plank, plant your hands and take a step back. It's slow and intentional with every movement. On an inhale, bend your knees to a hover, shift your hips to your heels, slow crouching tiger. On your exhale, shift forward to a high plank pose. Breathe in, shift to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart. Take your time, up dog or cobra. Collarbones go wide as you breathe in, thighs are strong. The down dog on your exhale, pull from your center and pike your pelvis to the sky. And inhale your left leg to the ceiling. Exhale to bend your knee, open your hip. Then the evenness between your shoulders. Then push your right hand especially strong so you feel your right hip crease draw up and back. Use your core to support your lumbar spine. Then inhale, lengthen your left leg. Exhale, bring your left thigh high into your heart. Push into your hands. Press to your right toes so you can step your left foot forward. Cow lunge, try to dip through your right knee, and then reach your heart through your upper arms. Deep breath in. Then exhale to your gentle standing split. Shift your weight to the left foot and pull your right toes to the sky. As you relax your head, feel new length move into the back of your left leg. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale into your chair pose, right foot arrives to the earth. Send your pelvis back, sink low. Breathe in to find your lift. Exhale into your depth. Maybe pretend like there's a block between your thighs so you feel your outer seat engage. And shift that energy a little bit further back again. Press down through your heels through your glute strength with an inhale. And forward fold on your exhale. Half lift Ardha Uttanasana, breath in. High plank, a mindful step back as you breathe out. Good. Inhale, crouching tiger, bend your knees, shift your hips to your heels. You can always hold plank if this isn't for you. Exhale, shift into your high plank. Breathe in, shift to your tippy toes. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Open your heart, upward facing breath in. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips to the sky. And then inhale, lift your right leg to the ceiling. Exhale, right knee towards your right shoulder. Three-legged dog, use the full length of your breath in to lift up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward, forward, forward. And three-legged dog, inhale high. To your left tricep on your exhale. Three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Take a step forward, right foot to the top of your mat. Cow lunge, dip your left knee with the breath in. Standing splits, left leg to the sky, exhale out. Find a halfway lift, keep your left leg lifted with an inhale. Good. Shiva squat, bend and tap slowly on your exhale. Push it down, standing splits, breath in. Good. Chair pose, step into your seat with your breath out. Right. Root through your heels, find a lift through your hands. Airplane your arms beside you. Move your weight to your left foot, flamingo your right heel to your seat. Headed to warrior three, reach your hands forward, send your right leg back. You can always take airplane pose or bring your hands to your heart instead, but try to use your upper back strength to lift your hands. Slowly land your right toes to the earth. You're in your crescent lunge. Take your time through that descent. Take a big breath in. And arrive here on your breath out. Just give yourself 2 more cycles of breath in this shape. Now 1 more inhale. Good. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart, dip your right knee to a hover. And right knee could always be all the way to the earth if you want, otherwise right knee's hovering above your mat. Pull your belly in, press up and back through your right heel so you feel your right glute. And then keep your front ribs knit together. Your core is lifting the front of your pelvis, but then try to rise your sternum out of that so you have a little opposition within your torso in terms of strength. Press your palms together, take a breath in. Strong through your palms, exhale, twist towards the left. So push with your right hand, resist with your left. Good. Inhale back to center. 2 more here, exhale, press to the left. Pushing with your right hand, resisting gently with your left. Good. Inhale through your center. 1 more time, prayer twist, stay tall through your spine, rotate to your left. And then spread your wings out wide. Good. From here, twisted low lunge, bring your right hand to the earth. Lift your right knee, keep your left hip low and your left hand high. Now your left hand's gonna reach towards the back of your mat. Your left hand's gonna circle, sweep you all the way to the right into a side lunge where your right knee bends. So as your left hand sweeps around, turn all 10 toes to the right long edge of your mat. And then bend into your right knee, side lunge, spread your wings out wide. Draw your shoulder blades together, front ribs are in. Strong through your thighs, hug muscle to the bone. And then from here, bend into your left knee. Take an inhale. And then exhale, low lunge to the top of your mat, all 10 toes rotate. Push the earth away. 1-legged plank, send your left leg back in line with your spine, breath in. And knee to nose, breath out. High plank pose with an inhale. Crouching tiger, bend your knees as you exhale. Breathe in, shift forward. Vinyasa or down dog, just move your way through. So you decide either take an extra flow or choose to skip it and just find your way up and back to downward facing dog right away. And breath through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. When you're ready, sweep your left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Your exhale takes your left knee towards your left tricep. 3-legged dog, big breath in. And exhale, knee to nose, take your time. 3-legged dog, inhale to rest. And left knee, right tricep on your out breath. Square through your shoulders, long and strong through your arms, 3-legged dog, we lift. And left foot to the top of your mat. Now moving with care, cow lunge, dip and open your heart. Exhale, standing split, shift your right to left foot. Take your time to send your right toes to the sky. And keep your right leg high, halfway lift, breath in. Shiva squat, bend and tap, breath out. Heart is lifted, booty low, press your left heel, standing splits. Keep your chest lifted maybe. And 2 more here, bend and tap. And then push to extend. And last one here, bend to tap. Press to extend. Into your chair pose. Settle to your seat, get low, and then push into your heels to lift your heart and hands up high. So it's like a 2-part transition. Shift back to refine. When you airplane your arms, you're gonna move your weight to your right foot. Flamingo your left heel to your seat. Draw your belly up in it. Warrior 3, slowly press length into your body. Again, you can take airplane or hands to heart instead. Big breath in. Gentle descent into your crescent lunge. Left toes land light, breathe in, lift up tall. Then breathe out to arrive. And take 2 more breaths just right here. And find an inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. Dip your left knee either to hover just above the earth or to hold on the earth. So left knee up or left knee lowered. And that tuck in action through your core. So you pull up through your belly, press back through your left heel to the wall behind you, like you're pushing your left heel into a baseboard. Okay, tall through your torso, condense through your center, hands are at your heart. Press your hands together so you feel your chest and your biceps light up. Take a breath in. Rotate to your right, push with your left hand. Press back through your left heel, resist with your right hand. And inhale, rotate forward. 2 more, exhale, rotate to the right, press. And inhale to center. 1 more time, exhale, push, rotate to the right. Pause here, spread your wings out wide, take a breath in. Good, low twisted lunge down. Drop your left hand down as you lift your left knee up, and then turn your heart open to the right. Good. Reach your right hand to the back of your mat. We're gonna spin ourselves all the way to the left into our left knee bend side lunge. So right hand's gonna lead the way that sweeps across. Bend into your left knee, spread your wings. Press your sits bones back to lengthen through your spine. Make sure your navel is hugged in tight so your lumbar spine feels supported. Let's take your time, bend into your right knee. And hug muscle to the bone, so flex your quadriceps, engage and activate. And then inhale, prepare. Exhale, low lunge to your right, turn to the top of your mat. Push the earth away, one-legged plank. Extend your right leg back in line with your spine, big breath in. Right knee to your nose, slow on your breath out. High plank pose, step your right toes back. Crouching tiger, bend your knees, inhale to shift. On your exhale, shift forward. Vinyasa or a down dog with mindfulness. Either travel through a flow or give yourself permission to skip it all together. And breathe in deep. Open mouth, exhale, release. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee or right tricep. And a hold for inhale. And a hold for exhale. Bring your knee into your nose. Here for inhale. We're here for exhale. To get to the left. Feel your right obliques long through your spine, here for inhale. Press to the heel of your right hand as you hold for exhale, heart is at center. 3-legged dog, lift your right leg all the way up. And take a big step forward, right foot mindfully lands at the top of your mat. Then hug through center like you have a block between your thighs. Crescent lunge, inhale to lift. Good, exhale, slowly standing split, so hands or no hands. Dive your weight into your right foot and lift your left leg to the sky. And take a halfway lift through your spine, breath in. Shiva squat, bend and tap, breath out. Good, slowly push, standing splits with an inhale. Chair pose on your exhale. Breathe in to rise. Airplane arms or B toes. And take another breath in here. Maybe sink a little bit lower on your breath out. Maybe heels get higher on your inhale. Good, chair pose as you exhale in your heels. And breathe in, lift your hands. Good, hands to heart center. And shift your weight to your left foot, flamingo your right heel to your seat. And send your right leg back into an airplane leg. Keep your hands out heart for now. Good. As you breathe in, reach your hands forward, warrior three. Exhale, hands to heart. Option to bend your right knee towards your left calf. Then inhale, press and extend, warrior three. Exhale, hands to heart, right knee towards left calf. Good, push and lengthen with your inhale. Hands to heart, right knee, left calf on your exhale, pause here. Step your right toes to the back of your mat. Crescent lunge, push into your feet, inhale, lift up tall. On your exhale, twist to the left, so let your left hand sweep down and back, reach your right hand forward. Then tall through your torso, and inhale here. Slowly twisted low lunge with your exhale, right hand to the earth, left hand to the sky. Reach your left hand to the back of your mat, breath in. Circle sweep, reach your left hand out and around into a side lunge where your right knee bends all the way to the right until your right knee bends. Now push through your feet. You're going to lift into a star pose, press and reach to the sky. And take it to your left, bend into your left knee, spread your wings, side lunge. Breath in here. Low lunge to the top of your mat as you breathe out. And from here, one-legged plank. Inhale your left leg back. Exhale, knee to nose. Crouching tiger, left toe step back. Bend into your knees with an inhale. Exhale, shift forward. Go through your flow, or just to downward facing dog. And breathe in nice and deep. And exhale all that breath away. And then in breath, lift your left leg to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee, left tricep. Pause for your in-breath. Stay for your out-breath. Shift your energy further forward above your wrists. Bring your left knee to your chest. Lift your thigh to your heart from your core. Push the earth away with your hands. And take your left knee towards your right tricep. Try to keep your upper body square. Use your left obliques, your left side core to sweep that leg across. When an inhale moves through, that's when you move to your three-legged dog. Take your time. And exhale your left foot lightly between your thumbs. No rush. Hug your right hip forward and rise up. Crescent lunge, big breath in. And hands or no hands, standing splits. Your exhale leans you forward into your hamstring stretch. Lift your heart halfway, keep your right leg lifted. One time Shiva squat, bend to top. Good, right heels tight to your booty and then standing splits extend. Chair pose, Utkatasana, find your seat. Inhale, lift your heart and hands. When you're ready, exhale, hands to heart, you lift to your tippy toes. Good, breathe here. Right, find your edge. So your calves light up your stabilizers, so your ankles working hard. Find a steadiness in your breath. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly bring your heels to the earth. Shift your weight to your right foot, flamingo your left heel to your seat. Right, press into a warrior three with your breath in. Right, on your exhale, hands to heart option to take a little Shiva squat, bend and tap left knee to right calf. Then push into warrior three with your inhale. Bend and tap on your exhale. One more time, inhale to extend. Exhale, bend to tap navel to spine. Step your left toes to the back of your mat. Crescent lunge, push down to rise up. Reach your hands to the ceiling. And open arm twist to the right. Right hand sweeps down and back. Take an inhale, find lift. Twisted low lunge, slowly descend your left hand to the earth. Reach your right hand to the sky. And breathe in to rotate around. Reach your right hand to the back of your mat, breath out. Circle sweep your right hand around until you bend into your left knee. Side lunge, left knee bend, spread your wings wide. Good. Push into your feet, star pose. Use the earth as leverage to lift and reach. Bend into your right knee, side lunge. Take an inhale in. Low lunge to your right, all 10 toes rotate. Push the earth away, one-legged plank, right leg goes back, breath in. Right knee to your nose, exhale. Step back, shift back, crouching tiger, breathe in. Vinyasa or down dog, shoot yourself forward and through, or skip the transition altogether. And just send your hips to the sky. And child's pose. Forearm plank or dolphin. Take 3 slow breaths. Okay. When you're ready to move through our last little layer of standing, before we bring it down towards the earth, you'll find your way into a downward facing dog. So take your time. Maybe if you want to shift through a tabletop, a little cat-cow action, feel free to do so. We'll find our way up and back to downward facing dog. Think about slowing down your breath, so finding that really intentional inhale and exhale through your nose. As reestablishing that connection to the mindfulness of the moment. With a big breath in, start to lift your right leg to the ceiling. And on your exhale, bring your knee into your nose. 3-legged dog, inhale to lift. And exhale, knee to nose. 3-legged dog, inhale. Last time, exhale, knee to nose. Step your right foot to the top of your mat. Hug your inner thighs to the midline. Feel your right hip pull back, your right heel pull back. Crescent lunge as you breathe in. And on your exhale, standing splits, lean forward. Maybe there's no hands along the way, left leg to the sky. Then step back, crescent lunge. So take your time, let your left toes land. Inhale, hug and lift up tall. Exhale, slow to standing splits, lean forward. Hands or no hands, left leg floats up. Last time here, step back slow, left toes to the back of your mat. Push your strong right leg, crescent lunge. And into your standing splits, lean forward. Left leg floats up tall. And chair pose right away. Navel to spine, inhale. And hands to heart, tippy toes on your exhale. Chair pose, release your heels, reach your hands, breath in. And exhale, heels, lift hands to heart. Chair pose, release and reach with an inhale. Last one here, heels, lift hands to heart. Okay, take a breath in. Maybe heels stay lifted slowly, forward fold, dive across your thighs, and then release your hands to the earth. Let your heels in as well. Take a halfway lift through your spine, breath in. Step your right toes to the back of your mat as you breathe out. Twist your left hand to the sky with an inhale. Reach your left hand to the back of your mat as you exhale. Hug your left sitting bone in and back. Pull your belly to your spine. Take your time, reach back with your left hand until you pull yourself all the way up into your twisted crescent. Stay twisted to the left, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe, lengthen to your spine, and hook your right elbow to the outside of your left thigh. Feel that rotation as your chest spirals open. Send your sternum towards the top of your mat. Lengthen your left hip crease to the back. And take one more breath in here. One more breath out. Then release your hands to the earth with control. Turn all 10 toes to the right. And then bend into your right knee, Skandasana. So get low into your side lunge if that feels okay. Otherwise, stay in your lifted side lunge. And from here, maybe take your right hand towards the earth and your left hand to the sky. And take a breath in. And a breath out. Head to warrior two on your left leg. You're going to start to bend into your left knee. Send your right leg long. Grow tall through your torso. If that transition felt a little funky in your body, you'll have another opportunity to explore it on the second side. I'm going to take 3 slow breaths. And giving yourself that space to feel. To anchor down through your feet and lengthen tall through your spine. Last breath in. Good. Exhale, low lunge, windmill your hands down to the earth. Lift your left leg to the ceiling, 3-legged dog, big breath in. And bring your knee into your nose, exhale out. With intention, 3-legged dog, left leg lifts. Then exhale, knee to nose. 3-legged dog, inhale, send your left leg tall. Exhale, knee to nose. Place your left foot to the top of your mat. Set up your strong legs. Crescent lunge, inhale to lift. And exhale, standing splits, lean forward. Lift your right toes to the sky. And crescent lunge up your right toes back. Inhale, press the earth away. And 2 more here. Exhale, standing split, shift forward. Almost like you're diving through your airplane pose. And then into your crescent lunge. 1 more time, right toe step back. Inhale to reach high. And exhale, standing splits. Shift and lean, take your time. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Belly to spine with your inhale. Hands to heart, rise to your tippy toes as you exhale. Chair pose with control, release your heels, reach your hands. 2 more tippy toes, hands to heart, use your core to lift your heels. Then slowly release and reach. Last time here, hands, heart, heels high. Maybe keep your heels lifted, start to dive to the earth towards a forward fold. Release your hands eventually, release your heels eventually. Halfway lift, invite lengthen to your torso. Step your left foot to the back of your mat. Twist your right hand to the sky. Pull your sternum forward to the top. Reach your right hand to the back. Hug in through your center. Again, pretending like that block is between your legs. Squeeze as you rise up into your twisted crescent. Stay in your twist, bring your hands to your heart. Breathe up through your thumbs. Hook your left elbow to the outside of your right thigh. And feel that deep rinse as you pause here and breathe. Okay, challenging the strength of your right leg. Push your right foot into the earth. Your shoulders, your head lean slightly back. Press through your feet, stay strong through your belly. Just bring your hands down to your mat, low lunge. Turn all 10 toes to your left. Skandasana, bend into your left knee. Hands to heart. Again, this can be a side lunge, or we take your left hand down, reach your right hand high. And one more breath in. Exhale to release. Now here's your second opportunity to try that kind of funky transition. It's going to be a warrior two, your right knee to bend, so your top knee to bend. And then we settle. 3 rounds of breath. Reestablish your really intentional ujjayi. And one more like that. And reach forward, low lunge, bring your hands down to the earth. Step back into a high plank pose, right foot meets your left. Inhale navigates you forward. Vinyasa or a down dog, wrap your elbows in tight. Feel your triceps, feel your heart as you open, breath in. Good, downward facing dog, hips go up and back. And inhale your heels high to be stepping a little bit closer. Exhale, bend your knees wide to the outside edges of your mat. And step or hop to the top, forward fold. And halfway lift, lengthen. Bend your knees and have a seat down. And from a seat, let's just reach high with our breath in. And slowly lower all the way to your back body. Your exhale arrives you gently to your mat. Once you arrive to the earth, let your legs go long for a moment. Just pause in stillness as you reestablish your connection to the fullness of your breath in. And the steadiness of your breath out. Once you feel your breath nice and steady, go ahead and just bend your knees into your chest. And then let your hands be on your shins. So right hand to your right shin, left hand to your left shin. Just let your knees fall wide into a modified happy baby. And offer your body 3 slow breaths. From here, bring your knees into your chest and then send your legs up to the sky. Softness in your knees. Also option to send your legs up the wall instead. To lift your hips into shoulder stand or plow all the way up and over. And again, as you settle into this shape, can you take 3 rounds of breath? You feel your ujjayi inhale. And ujjayi exhale. 2 more just like that. Eventually let your knees bend. Let your feet come to the earth, feet about hips distance apart, slightly wider. Turn your toes gently to the midline, and let your knees lock to center. Just a falling bridge. And drop heavy and find 3 really slow breaths. As you finish that third breath, let the soles of your feet come together, let your knees fall wide. Final shape together before Shavasana. Take 3 more rounds. After your third cycle of breath, take your hands towards the outsides of your thighs. Help your knees back to center. Draw your knees into your nose. Curl your nose into your knees. Breathe the space behind your heart. Big breath in. Then exhale to your Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long or wherever feels most comfortable. Relax your jaw. Let the weight of your head go. And 3 slow breaths. As you empty out that third really slow breath, we're just going to drop into Shavasana with one final clearing breath all together. Deep inhale through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Offer yourself this space to be in stillness, to simply be as you are. And to close our practice together, okay. Ending in this final space, it's an opportunity to recognize what a gift it is to be in stillness, to move slowly, to take time to notice and to feel. Okay. What a gift it is to simply have this practice to turn to, our bodies and our breath to turn to. And when we move in that slow, mindful, intentional way, we learn so much about ourselves. Let yourself drop a little bit deeper. And I'll leave you here until next time. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. May your practice serve as your teacher. May you live more authentically and love more deeply from it. Thank you so much. Namaste.